What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2014 movie Annabelle. So in this movie, John and Mia Form are expecting a baby, and as a present to his wife, John gets her this porcelain doll, which of course is the Annabelle doll, and everything, because she has a collection of dolls in the baby's room and stuff, and there's two others that are just like it that they kind of go together as a collection and everything. So she gets them and puts it with them and everything, and later that night they hear their neighbors getting attacked and killed and everything, and then the two people who killed their neighbors come to their house and try to attack and kill John and Mia, and almost succeed. If the cops didn't show up, they probably would have ended up killing them. The male gets killed and stuff by the police, and the female commits suicide in the bedroom, and when she does, I think her soul or whatever starts to possess the Annabelle doll, and once John and Mia are trying to start going back to having a normal life, things start going crazy and everything in their house, and they're starting to have a lot of paranormal activity going on, and they decide to move to this apartment, and before they do, they throw Annabelle out and everything, and ends up showing up at their new apartment, and Mia decides to keep her and stuff since she was a gift, and then things start getting worse again, and she started seeing this demon thing in the hallway of their apartment, and all kinds of typical paranormal activity type movie stuff that you expect from this franchise. And they have to, of course, go to Father Perez and get him to help to try to get rid of these demons and stuff, and everything. And she also makes friends with a character named Evelyn, played by Alfred Woodward, and everything. And they're all coming together trying to figure out how to stop the evil spirit of Annabelle. This movie is I have mixed feelings on it. I did somewhat enjoy this one a little bit more on rewatch. When I saw it the first time, I absolutely hated it. Thought it was a really terrible movie and stuff. But upon rewatch, I actually did somewhat enjoy this one, surprisingly. Wouldn't say that I loved it though, or that it's even one that I would consider a great movie, but it did have its moments and stuff, like the cast in here are really good, especially Annabelle Wallis as Mia. I think she was really good in that role, but Ward Horton as John is good too, and especially Alfred Woodward. She's a really great underrated actress and everything, and whenever she's on screen she just steals the show. She's just really good in this movie. And this one does have build up the atmosphere and stuff, kind of like The Conjuring did, except to me it wasn't as effective. They did rely more on jump scares in this one, and it was annoying, but it's not like overplaying the jump scares yet. Like, it hadn't got to that point in the franchise where there's jump scares every 5 seconds and it's just really annoying, but it does still rely on cheap jump scares at times. And like the demon that she sees in the hallway and stuff, it's kind of creepy looking, but it also looks really terrible because it's really bad CGI and stuff. At least I think it is. If it's not, then it's just the way the movie is lit and stuff makes it look really bad, like it could be CGI, but I'm pretty sure it is CGI. But I think like the first act of the movie with the cult members, Annabelle Higgins and her boyfriend or whatever, attacking them, I thought that was a really good way to start the story and stuff. But as it progressed, it just kind of got slow, and it was kind of like with The Conjuring. I just felt like it got boring for a little while. as it went on and stuff, it picked up a little bit more in the third act, but it kind of felt rushed, like they were rushing things. So like this one, the pacing is mixed. Like there's parts where it feels like it drags, and then there's parts where it feels like it's rushed, and it's kind of weird. But I will say, I'm glad that this movie is only like an hour and 38 minutes. It doesn't overstay its welcome and everything. It doesn't go by too awful fast, but it doesn't overstay its welcome either. So I think that was about the right amount of time this movie needed and stuff. It could have been a lot better though, and like I said, these aren't really my type of movies, but as far as this franchise goes, I think this one's an okay entry. Not anything super great, but I don't think it's quite as bad as I remembered it, or as a lot of people say it is. I don't know if people say this is the worst one in the franchise, because to be honest, I haven't really kept up with what people think of these movies, but except I know one of them that a lot of people don't like was Curse of La Llorona, but I personally feel like that movie was better than this one, at least from the first time I watched them. That could change on rewatch of that one, but this movie is okay. On a technical standpoint, it works and everything. The cinematography, like I said, it's not as good as it was in The Conjuring, but it's still decent, and the director of the movie is actually John R. Leonotti, who had directed or did the cinematography for the first Conjuring movie and everything. I think he was a decent choice, and you get Joseph Bishara back doing the score, and that's one thing that I will say about these movies is the scores are pretty good and everything. It helps build the atmosphere of the movie, and it does have that eerie vibe to it and stuff. Not near as much as The Conjuring did, like the dreadful vibe that one had, but still does have it and everything. And it doesn't really feel like there's any stakes. Like none of these movies have stakes, so you always know that they're always going to win by the end of the movie. So and find a way to stop the demon, or it get passed on to someone else or whatever. It's not really anything new and everything. Like everything that happens in this movie we've seen a million times before and everything. It's just really cliched and stuff, but it's okay. It has some entertaining moments, but it's not something I would just say is absolutely great or anything either. So I'm gonna give this one a 5.5 out of 10. I enjoyed some things about it, but still don't really like it a lot. It's not enough to say that I'm a fan of the Conjuring franchise or think that it's a really great franchise or anything. It just is okay. This movie's okay. And everything. So let me know in the comments what you think of Annabelle, and I hope you enjoy this video, and have a good day, everybody.